Insane!
Don't you watch TV, Father? The whole world is insane.
The Tournament is a heavily overlooked action movie that doesn't waste the viewer's time and gives you exactly what you came to see. Independently made, a bunch of diverse assassins trying to kill each other, it's free on Tubi, so what could beat it? If you don't know what The Tournament is, I wouldn't blame you. It wasn't exactly a success, and the production was kind of a mess. Directed by Scott Mann and filmed partially in Bulgaria, a number of issues involving production, the budget running out twice, trying to find a distributor, led to the movie not releasing until late 2009, being 2 years later.
This is a disaster!
Like I said, not a success. It's kind of hard to find out what people think of it, but not only is The Tournament a non-stop thrill ride, but it goes above and beyond to be unique and memorable despite the overused premise. This is partly due to the diverse cast: Ving Rhames, Robert Carlyle, Kelly Hu, Sebastian Fulkin. For the modern audience, that's a perfect 10, but it also comes down to some unexpected moments and some really well done set pieces. As expected, there's a tournament of assassins. Winner takes home the big cash prize, but other motives, such as revenge, more noble goals, or just being psychotic, lead this movie down a lot of paths you don't see coming, even if what I just said sounds real generic. Now, I'm not saying it's anything groundbreaking, it's no battle royale, but for this movie genre, it is above average. It's also inexpensive, by that I mean free to watch, so lend me a few minutes of your time to convince you why The Tournament is a good way to spend it. You know, as I spoil it. What do you want me to do?
Every 7 years, in an ordinary town, an extraordinary event takes place.
The opening scene is really great, showing off one of our leads, Harlow, played by Ving Rhames, and a one-off charismatic assassin, the clever use of the meat as a shield and a decoy, not to mention sliding in the blood for an over-the-top kill, is the definition of setting the appropriate tone.
You're a stain on our profession, and beyond fucking insulting!
It also gets across the point that he wants to quit, be with his wife, but given the actor who's playing him and that he just became the champion, we kinda know how that's going. As for the tournament itself,
Welcome to the tournament.
a solid title, this one taking place 7 years later in Millsburg, a town in the United Kingdom, and any question you might have about how they go about doing this is covered in a pretty fluent manner. That being the most dangerous assassins, criminals, psychos, athletes, you name it. Obviously it's gambling themed. They have their excuses, how they get around the police, passing it off as natural disasters, terrorism, stuff that clearly resembles. And while none of this is new, it does not waste your time over explaining it, and like I said, the way it goes down is a lot more unique. Kelly Hu plays Lei Jin, another assassin, who is clearly important, and even the way the tracking device is put in is inventive. The device that will explode if nobody wins within 24 hours, guaranteeing speed. But you don't know that's happening yet. She's told to drink something at a certain time and then passes out, and only then is the device put in. They didn't have to show this, but I'm kinda glad they did. It's some nice detail. A number of important assassins are shown off and their odds of winning, but the main thing is Harlow, who's returning because somebody killed his wife.
Shocking.
And it happens to be an assassin who's competing in this very tournament.
Positively shocking.
Luckily, getting to the action is not a long wait, as an assassin breaks into Jen's room. And for the first real fight, it lets you know this movie is kick-ass. It's brutal, creative, makes you really dislike the assassin.
I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna fuck you.
So who could argue with his fingers being cut off, and a perfect headshot finish. That's the movie. Above average. However, Anton Bogart, who in real life is actually a freerunner, does not approve of the tracking device policy. At the same time, Father McAvoy, played by Robert Carlyle, happens to be Irish, therefore drunk, and not above stealing coffee. I mean, nobody was drinking it, but it is stealing, and, you know, 10 Commandments. That's one of them. But it's the same coffee that Bogart threw his tracking device in, so he's kinda fucked. That's what you get for stealing, Father McAvoy. I don't think that's a hidden message, but Bogart offering to pay for his coffee is a nice detail, as McAvoy being stuck there may have been an issue. Another suspenseful scene follows, as more assassins are taken out, and upon being confronted by Jin, it's clear he's not a willing contestant.
Please. What's wrong with you?
Okay, I'll just say it, I love the way these two interact. Maybe it's because they're, complete opposites. I don't mean that in an offensive way, but Irish, Asian, I'll leave it at that. And given the main objective, aside from staying alive, becomes get the device out of him, it leads to some real comedic bits.
Is it my accent? Do I stutter? Is that it?
However, the next assassin to show up is not as reasonable, and McAvoy, as expected, isn't that useful.
I've got a gun and I'll use it!
He's done in by the good old grenade pin trick, and him dying this early is unexpected, as he's one of the 5 assassins to get mentioned. Which is a good thing too, it means you don't know what to expect. And Harlow, along with other important assassin Miles Slade, played by Ian Somerhalder, are both given pretty defining intros. Slade is obviously the most psychotic. He takes trophies, kills dogs, that says it all. I mean, who wants to imitate Predator these days? McAvoy proves to be a good person after a phone booth nearly kills them both, and he tries to save the assassin, leading to another headshot. They make him into an official player. You would think that means Bogart is disqualified, but I'm not complaining, as any scene with him is pretty damn cool. That can't be denied. Harlow's revenge motivation is a bit overdone, but like a lot of this movie, it's not gonna be completely what you expect. Him and Slade engage in a big cluster fight at a bar, strippers being shot for no reason, more human shields. It's kind of the norm at this point, as is hitting the like button. I mean, like this movie, it doesn't cost anything, and the subscribe button is down there too. Don't forget the gaming channel. It's got the same kind of stuff, but with games. The link's in the description. This doesn't exactly go in Harlow's favor. As expected, Slade is just as memorable.
Mary? Yeah. Mary who? I killed the fucking million Marys.
He even takes Harlow's finger as a trophy, and we have the revelation that it was Jen who killed his wife, which would be more shocking if not for the previous transition, making it somewhat obvious, but a good twist nonetheless. Unfortunately, giving him alcohol and using a lighter is a bad idea. This won't kill him. And one death montage later, which isn't all that creative, we have our final 6. Yeah, 6. A guy in a scooter remains. I don't know why, but I do like it. Some reason she decides to leave him, completely unguarded. Probably a bad idea. You see, bad idea. Definitely looked a lot more burned to me, but whatever. And I really don't know if she had to take the fight inside the gas station. A bit inconsiderate. I mean, he goes down pretty easily. But that being said, I love the guy's reaction. I could have done without the whole mercy thing. I mean, somebody has to win, so a bit cliche, but thanks to the handy device, it ends up not being an issue. Well, so much for American representation. So it's time for the next obvious method to get the device out, and this is actually real funny. The fact that she won't leave the adjacent stall, even though she just left them outside, basically having a confession about what she did, and to clarify, she knew she must have done something wrong, as most targets don't show any kind of fear, more so acceptance. As always, she was pregnant because just destroying the lives of 2 people isn't enough, and she entered because she needs money to disappear, or if she dies, that's okay too, because justice. She also recently said she doesn't kill the innocent, so just keep that in mind. Like I said, I really do enjoy this dynamic. This proves to be ineffective as the assassins close in, and easily the best character is unceremoniously killed off. Rest in peace, Scooter Assassin. The potential was endless. So with Harlow in pursuit, we have an epic chase scene, with Bogart soon joining in.
How the fuck is he gonna get in on the action?
Is that a joke? And I do like how Jen is basically no match for him, as nobody should be invincible. Well, aside from Bogart, but... how do you kill that? Good old plot convenience. So, the father got a kill. As for the fact that Jen entered because she felt guilty... not completely her fault, but she did steal a bus full of passengers to save a drunk. As for Harlow, choosing a flammable vehicle was not wise, but he'll be okay. Luckily, they finally got the tracking device out, and the entire ending, despite being somewhat predictable, is still real satisfying. They take shelter at some church, in which they lose the ability to see them, and after Harlow, still not over it, shows up, we finally find out it was actually Powers who put the hit on his wife. He's the guy who runs it, played by Liam Cunningham. Not really any reason to mention him until now. Granted, it is pretty obvious Harlow doesn't kill her. I mean, we know that didn't happen. But he does head down there, ask why Powers had his wife killed. And the reason is he didn't want him to retire, so he needed some motivation. Let's just say he doesn't see the reasoning. Aha, he didn't kill her. He just took the device out, with seconds to spare, without doing anything fatal. I mean, he is dying anyway, so it's not a bad deal. He kinda got hit a lot. To be honest, he doesn't perform too champion-like throughout the movie. He fails a lot, but they're both blown up. For some reason, two guys choose not to move. Obviously, Jen is fine. And most importantly, Father McAvoy has overcome his alcoholism.
Well, that's the important thing.
As for the tournament, it might be over, who knows, somebody might revive it, but what a great movie that you probably didn't see. Not really a lot of complaints here aside from minor nitpicks. This really is a solid Battle Royale themed movie that manages to give you non-stop action but still have time for character development. Not that it's real thought-provoking, I'm not trying to say that, but there are things you don't expect, a few good analogies, and the character dynamic is surprisingly fun to watch. This is how you make a diverse movie, just do it, don't put it in your face. If it came out today, it'd be completely different. And what I really enjoy about this is not knowing what's gonna happen. Example being one of the assassins showcased dying really early, Bogart getting rid of his tracker, and despite a lot of it being predictable, a lot of it still isn't. I mean, you could say Jen killing Harlow's wife is predictable, but is it really? Because she pretty easily agrees to help McAvoy, she's not entering for a bad reason. They kind of explain why she killed her, that is not thinking, but it is still unexpected. That and really good action set pieces kind of define the movie. I don't really have any complaints about them. They're real satisfying, especially the free running. I'm not saying it's a perfect must-see film, but it's something you'll definitely want to see if you're a fan of the genre. The odds are you haven't seen it, but if you can, you're gonna want to check it out. It's a great movie, and like I said, it's free. I'm the Analyst, and remember kids, diversity is fine, but the French kick ass.